Hello, everybody. Everybody's doing well. It's 10th day of May. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I think it's this Sunday, right? Pretty soon. Uh, Everybody's doing well. Now it's allergy time for a lot of people, me included. This is a short message. Came in on the 27th of April and the 4th of May. Take long to go over this, then we'll go over the next video. Pick up with Psalms. Excuse me. I always yawn at the beginning of this. And I hope everybody is reading older messages as well. You know, as I said, start back in the beginning, 2014, July 27th. Uh, Again, I actually, that's not when the messages started, but that's when I started the blog. Messages started back in 2008. At some point, I was told to share them. I started sharing them through email list. And then I was told to stop that and start the blog. And transfer all that over to the blog because they said stop doing it on email because they've had time to follow that and then just pick up on the blog. So start at the beginning so you'll grow spiritually and understandings. It's like going through school is the best way to do it. Don't want to do that just indiscriminately. Flip through pages, scroll down to like you would. I told you to read the Bible. Just hold your hand over the Bible and close book and just Lord guide my hand, and then open up and just read whatever's on those pages because it's something He wants you to see on there, and ask for discernment. And you can do a similar thing with reading the blogs. Just scroll down, stop, and then read whatever one right there at the top of the page or what first one that catches your eye, and that's what you're just asking Him to guide you to see what it is He wants you to see, and that's another way to do it as well. Or you can just I mean, if you're understanding getting all these later ones, recent ones, which are definitely deeper than the early ones, which are very simple and shorter, it works for you great, but you learn more by reading them all, since I've learned and grown in, in the light by having them go through me. So this is 14, my number 1408, 27th of April, 4th of May, 2023. Mountain range, no refrain. Sky so blue, yet full of pain. This is very metaphorical here. Mountain range, no refrain. There's no refrain to mountain range. It's there. It's just massive. It's solid. Sky so blue, yet full of pain. There's a lot of, you know, the beauty that's out there and how strong it is, and beautiful it is. There's still a formidable amount of pain. Formidable as mountains. Pain is vibrant as the skies are blue. For a lot of people, and the skies with lots of spirits are roaming around or that are full of pain. So, meaning I get from that. What are you, O little man? Do as you will, do as you can. Ask him, what are you, O little man? People that think so highly, mankind thinks so highly of himself. What are you? What are you compared to God? What about doing as you will and doing as you can, which is given free will? Running, standing, lost in place, always busy as bees, always trying to accumulate more, get more done, and not taking time for God, not taking time to focus on spirit. They running, standing, and you're just lost in place, like running on a treadmill, getting nowhere. Always searching, running a race. Stop to listen, if you dare. See with eyes, if you care. Stop and listen to Him. Take time to be with God. Have that relationship with God each day. Doesn't have to be massive amounts of time. It should be first and foremost as soon as you wake up. Morning, Lord. How are you? Thanks for another day here. What can I do for you? Thanks for watching over me. Thanks for letting me walk in the day. Thanks for my health. Thanks for basic necessities, roof over my head, clothes on my back, family, whatever comes to your mind, everything. Thank you for everything. And what can I do for you today? Instead of asking, what are you going to do for me? What can I do for you? Stop to listen if you dare and hear what he's trying to talk to you about. See with eyes if you care to see, to truly see. Those of light, those of dark, all God's children, inner spark, all God's children deep inside in the inner spark, the soul, all God's children, those of light, those of dark, good and bad. What was once shall be again. Garden of Eden. Past is present, now is then. These things cycle, repeat themselves over and over again. Lost my train of thought. Past is present, now is then. The Garden of Eden is returning. Very cyclical. Time doesn't exist with him. So, past is present, now is then, present is future. It's all mankind views it as linear, but it's not with God. It just doesn't exist with God. Constant. So sure are you speak the truth, when cannot see beyond veil of ruth. Asking, so sure are you speak the truth? So sure are you, mankind, that you speak the truth? You cannot see beyond the veil of Ruth, which is that veil that covers what is the truth, what is unseen to our eyes. Caught up in own web of lies, wipe the filth from own eyes. Kind of like take the splinter out of your own eye, like Jesus said. You cannot see the truth when you blinded yourself. So one cannot see, caught up in own web of lies, mankind's web of lies, massive webs of lies, getting bigger and bigger. Wipe the filth from own eyes. Splinter of wood, again, I mentioned, Jesus said, splinter of wood, as told before, referencing that statement by Jesus, blinds the sight down to the core, blinds your sight, your spiritual sight, your true sight, down to your very core. You go through life running and standing, lost in place, not taking time to stop and listen and have a relationship with him and learn and grow from him, be guided by him, and still live your life and do the things you like to do. But him first. Him first. You're going out doing your own thing, trying to believe what all the lies and deception are out there. You get caught up in the webs of lies of mankind. Wipe the filth from own eyes. The splinter of wood, as told before, it blinds the sight down to the very core of your being. Snows on peaks high in nature, lofty expectations of higher stature. Seek the heights of spiritual being. No denial of what you're then seeing. So the snow is high up on the peaks, which I see every day looking out a window, looking from across the backyard, across the desert to the mountains. Those on peaks high in nature, no matter how high you go up, it's Mount Everest or any other high mountains. Lofty expectations of higher stature that mankind has. I'm telling you to seek the heights of spiritual being, not of the physical world. Seek the heights of spirituality, spiritual being. Stop seeking the heights of physical being, the physical world. Seek the heights of spiritual being. There'll be no denial of what you're then seeing. Believe it. Trust me, what is unseen is far infinitely greater than what is visible. Belief essential to one's water the wine. All I am shall then be thine. So again, belief. You have to have that initial faith, and belief grows the faith. When you get to the point of knowledge, so belief fuels, feeds, nourishes your faith, help it grow to where you retain knowledge or the knowing of God and all that He is. So believe first. Don't believe second after you physically see something with your own eyes, or hear something with your own ears, or taste something, or touch something yourself. That's the only way you're going to truly believe it. So many out there say they believe in God, but they don't really believe in God. Again, that's the first question you should ask yourself. Why do you believe in God? Why do you believe in God? Because you're raised to believe in God? Because everybody else believes, a lot of other people believe in God? We believe in God this way because somebody else says so? Have that one-on-one relationship with God. Let Him teach you like a private tutor. Who better to learn to teach you about God than Himself? Even from me, I'm here to help you and guide everything that He shares with me, all these messages, everything else I've learned has been confirmed because I believed it. And they've given me the evidence, hardcore evidence, after I truly believe. So believe is essential first. Then you're given knowledge, confirmation. And you will be, trust me, believe. Believe without seeing, believe without hearing, believe without touching, believe without feeling. Just believe. You'll be given knowledge. Seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive, knock and the door will be open to you, or in your mind and in your heart. Belief is essential to one's water to wine, to change your water to wine. In other words, change you from physical to spiritual. You grow more and more. Then all I am, the I am, shall then be thine. He wants to share all that He is with you. Voices past, voices of past, voices of present, here and now, seeking assent. So now it's speaking specifically to me. Voices of past, spiritual around, haven't gone to the light yet. Voices of present, some in physical form, but more recently past. Here and now, they're seeking assent, seeking to go to the light. Passage comes, you shall bear. So it's passage across to the light. I shall bear them across, help them bear across. Upon the night, mantle shall wear. Upon the night, it'll be at nighttime again. The mantle I shall wear, the mantle this analogy, metaphor, that I shall wear, take on the robe, like a priest putting on a robe. It becomes a priest, be more spiritual. Mantle I shall wear. So, obsequious in nature thou must be. In other words, I must be extremely attentive to Him, focused on Him in nature, in my heart. I must be. I'll hear the call sent by me, or to thee. I'll hear the call that He sends me. The communication gives me through Spirit. Say, now is the time. Go to the place where you send spirits to the light. So I need to be attentive. And I got a few days ago, number 89. I was thinking of them gathering there, and the number 89, which I know is far more than 89 there. 89 days, so the sense that there's 89 days from that moment, which was earlier in the week, on the weekend, in 89 days when I would be sending them, mid-August. So wait and see if I heard that correctly when we get close to mid-August. Be a course of not displeasure. Offer up all your treasure. So be a course, to be on a course, on a path that's not of displeasure. So be on the right course, not the wrong course. It pisses God off. It makes God mad. Be on the right course. Offer up all your treasure, which I do daily. Just offer up. Take it all. This treasure in heaven that even God won't touch. Your heaven 401k that you accumulate from all the good things you do, good things you may say, things you do for Him. Obedience is just adding to the treasure in heaven. Tell me to offer up all my treasure. And that in itself, as I said, when I offer up my guilt and sin offerings 2-3 times a day, ideally 3 times, I offer up my love, my devotion, everything that is expressly mine. Offer up to Him and give Him thanks, ask His forgiveness, and take and use all my treasure in heaven that's there right now. Because He's promised me, He's guaranteed me, I'm going to the light, going to the inner core with Him. So I don't need the treasure to balance. It's constantly balancing. I don't need it to balance my scales. It was promised, so I don't need more than I need in my treasure account. Take it all. Take it as much as you need. And that in itself, that offer of charity, is adding to the treasure. So I'm offering it all up and at the same time adding it. So it's a constant cycle, constant filling, emptying, filling, emptying. And charity is the greatest thing. As Jesus, as Paul told us, hope, love, faith, charity is the greatest of all of them. Offer up all your treasure, endless sequence you didst start, ever filling, ever do part. I was just talking about. It's an endless sequence I started. On my own free will, I chose to offer it all up. It's continuing, it's filling, it's emptying, it's filling, I'm donating. It's an endless sequence I did start. They're acknowledging that. Ever filling, ever do part. Ever filling it, always parting with it. We see all of good and bad, happiness followed by oh so sad. All experiences do their part, sift the good, retain in heart. So it's for me, for everybody. We see all of good and bad, that each of us, we see it all. God sees all. He knows it before it's a thought in our head, in our mind, remember. He's already forgiven us for it. He sees everything, good and bad. Happiness followed by the oh so sad times. All experiences, telling us, do their part, have a reason. Sift the good and retain that in your heart and let go of the bad. So you carry no guilt, you carry no pain, you carry no anger, hatred, sorrow, bitterness, grief. Once you continue to offer it all up, doesn't mean, okay, again, I'm offering them all up. He's taking it from me. Go out and knowing that He's forgiven you already before it's out in your mind doesn't mean keep going out and not feel guilty. I mean, that's being spiritual and that's having that connection with Him. That sense of guilt, a sense of sorrow, grief, that shows your humanness, part of us that He made. But He doesn't want you to hang on to it. He's like He's giving you these opportunities to offer up things to Him. You go through a bad event, something happens. He knows that was going to happen to you, and what you're going to feel. So He's giving you an opportunity. You let it happen, so now you have this opportunity to offer it up to Him immediately before it takes root and grows in you like a cancer. The other guy wants you to hang on to that. Think of this. How many religions want you to lay that guilt upon you? That's the devil. Darkness wants you to hang on to that stuff and carry it as a burden because it weighs you down. It keeps you from progressing on that path forward and upward to God. It keeps you from experiencing God because it becomes a shell around you. It blocks your light. You flow your light, His grace through you and outward. So don't hang on to things. Do things as they happen. Immediately offer them up to Him. The old stuff, take it from me. Help me to let go of it. Help me to let go of it because He knows it's hard to let go of. Trust me, I know it's hard to let go of. So that's what He wants. Doesn't want He wants you to. He knows you're going to feel these things because that's the humanness. He made you. He wants you to offer them up. He's giving you this opportunity, a way to help yourself grow spiritually and to let it go and continue to serve Him and grow in spirit. The other side, does not want that. He wants you to hang on to. He wants you to feel those things. I mean, He wants you to feel them and hang on to them. God doesn't want. God wants you to make you so you feel them, but to offer them up. So it's a fine line. Sift the good, retain in heart. Mirror bad, 'tis then but reflection. Cannot take root, merely deflection. So once you retain the good in your heart, you often get rid of the stuff. Otherwise, it's like looking in the mirror bad. And once you're able to do that and continue to do that, he's helping guard, protect you, and helping you continue to do this cycle what he designed us to offer up. Then all the bad is to you is like a hit in the mirror. It's then but a reflection. It doesn't absorb into your body. You don't take any body. It's reflected. Like you become a mirror. The bad reflects off of you and outward. And it cannot take root then. It's merely a deflection. Reflection, deflection. Eye of light also attest. You have always done your very best. Now speaking to me. Eye of light do so attest. So the speaker who is of the light. I said earlier it was I am, so this is coming from God, from Jesus. You have always done your very best. That's all you can do. Don't let somebody tell you that, beat you down when you know in your heart you've done your very best. I tell people, my parents always raised me to do our best. Some days your best may not be as good as other days, but you know you did your best that day in your heart. Who cares what anybody else thinks? That's on them. That's their problem. You did your very best, and you know that. Truly know that. Don't lie to yourself. Be truly honest with yourself. Did I do my best today? Then you don't carry any other burdens because of that. You did your best. Seeking wealth not of this world, to thus attain colors unswirled. It said, I of the light do so attest, you, me, have always done your very best. Seeking wealth not of this world. I seek wealth not of this world. I don't seek the wealth of this world. What good's it going to do me when I leave? To thus attain colors unswirled, because my spiritual colors unswirled, uncorrupted, undistorted, clear, distinct, solid, firm. That one, Lord, praise Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Praise God. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So I hope that's a meaning for you, as always. And go back and read it. Go back and listen to this. So few people listen to these videos, but I post them. Everybody reads the messages, specific messages, or watches the video, specific videos, because you were guided to do so. Take them to heart. Ask for discernment. Reread them. Re-listen to them. Do both. And grow in God's light. Peace to Christ. God bless. Stay safe.